What's up, guys? We are at Rancho del Sol Golf Club out here in Southern California, Moreno Valley. Never played this course before, so we're gonna see how a typical 4 handicap does at a brand new course. We have 6,100 yards for this course. Goal today, shoot 2 over on this front 9. Let's see how we do. That was dead straight. So we've got 196 yards to the pin. I think with not playing a course before, you just got to be extra diligent each hole. My goal is to use a 5-iron, try to knock it up there. I don't really know my distances super well in this lower elevation, but because I have a pretty solid rate with my up and downs, that is sort of the plan right now. Good shot. Yeah, I think it ran up fairly close to the green. It was obviously short, but should still be in the fairway. Kind of got a bit of a raised green approach shot. Got to go up and down for par. These are fast greens too, so today is already showing me that this is going to be challenging to hit 2 over. Just get it close. Let's go 2 putt for bogey. I'll be happy with that. And that's what I call a warm-up hole. I'm gonna just club up on absolutely every shot. Like, that was a perfect example of just like lower elevation, not hitting as far. I didn't even get close to green in regulation. I've got 154 yards over the water. I would typically maybe hit 9-iron or an 8-iron, but because of the water, because of the low elevation, I'm going all the way to 7-iron. Nope, that's water for sure. Oh, it's not water. What? It made it over somehow. See how far we are. Got really lucky there. I managed to carry it. But when you can go up and down on a par 3, why not go up and down? It's going to be quick. Oh. Hole number 3, we've got a par 5, 500 yards. Got to carry some water on the tee shot here, but looks like it doglegs to the right a little bit. This wind is obviously a variable, but I feel like the biggest variable is my balls are not going far at all. So I'm gonna aim extra left just to make sure I can clear that water. Keep cutting, keep cutting. What the heck? Okay, so I hit that drive 150 yards. So what happened is I flew it perfectly over this bunker, and then it just smacked this tree, plopped perfectly on top of the hill. So it's a good shot. It's just, we've got quite a ways now. So cutty, but it's gonna work. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much sliced it, but it flung to the right side of the fairway, so I think we're good. First of all, I'm super stoked to be playing in a different state, be playing in California in, you know, pretty much December. But I'm also trying to keep my game up and maintain my handicap. So what that means is, like, I'm trying to be extra diligent with every shot I take. And again, like, making sure I look at each hole on my 18 Birdies app. But the biggest thing is just like overall, like how I'm feeling in my swing. When you're on vacation, you know, you might not be like in your regular habits, you might not be sleeping. I always just revert to swinging slow. Like, I almost visualize, almost accentuate the feeling of like hitting in slow motion. We'll see how today continues to pan out. That's not my ball. All right, we've got 126 yards to the pin. We've got a short side bunker on the left. I'm clubbing up all the way to a 9-iron. I'd usually hit a pitching wedge, maybe a gap wedge, but because of the elevation change, because of this lie, the pin's on the left side, I'm just gonna, again, hit nice and easy, nice and slow with my 9. Try to let it draw into the middle of the green. Too much draw? And that could have been so much uglier of a hole with a 150-yard drive. Avoided the water, avoided one of the many bunkers, and we are on in regulation. Looks like we've got about 10 feet left. Break. Dead straight. Real quick, if you made it to this point, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you want more content like this. It helps me create more videos just like this. Trying to get to that 1,000 sub mark. Currently at about like 530, so we're halfway there, but these are too fun. So please subscribe to my channel if you want more. Let's get back to it. We've got a par 4, hole number 4, 322 yards from the blue tees. Trying to work on not like slicing it or giving it such an aggressive fade. It's so hard to fix bad habits. Yeah, we managed to just be in the right rough here, but it's a very similar distance shot than the last hole, so I've got 130 yards about. My 9-iron did really well. It went barely over 130 on the last hole, so I don't think it got there. I hit that really chunky and toey. This is actually a really tough shot. This is not grass. Soft. Wow, that actually bit and landed pin high. Wow. Okay, so that did not run out nearly at all, which I am very happy about. So we're still about 4 feet. There we go. Good par there. We are on hole number 5, 450 yard par 5. Wind's picking up, dead into the wind. This is probably my most intimidating hole so far, just because of that wind. Got to go about 300 yards to get to a gully, so I have no issue there. My issue is just trying to get it in regulation. I don't like how high that went, but it should be in the middle. Yep, right in the middle. Let's go. We hit a really good shot into the fairway. I hit it kind of high, so it didn't go that far. Probably went like 220. Right in the gully. I landed in the gully, but fortunately, gully's not OB, so we're still in play. Got about 110 yards dead into the wind. I'm gonna hit basically like a 125. I gotta work on my 3-wood. That's kind of what I'm learning here. I pulled that so bad. Pulled that terribly. That was an awful shot. Let's see where it is. I just pulled it 30 yards left. Rarely do that, but up and down. It's gonna be super quick once it hits the green, so I'm gonna try to just land it on the, honestly, like still in the rough and let it roll out. Sit down, sit down, sit down. That was lucky. Very lucky. We got about 6 feet for par. Honestly, if this goes in, I'll feel like I'm stealing one. That was such a bad approach shot. Bogey boy. Bogey. Don't love it, but I kind of deserve it, not gonna lie. Not great contact on any of those shots. I would appreciate a birdie at some point today. So I thought that last hole was a par 5 and I bogeyed. It was a par 4 and I double bogeyed. Yeah, that was handicap number 1 on the course. That was a really hard hole. Now I just got to get one back, you know, keep swinging smooth. Don't go too aggressive. It's the plan. So now we've got another par 4, about 400 yards. We're going downwind though now, so I feel good about it. Just got to get a nice drive in. Cut. Cut. Got 190 yards left. Gonna hit my 5 hybrid. We've got a short side bunker on the left. Let's get it close, nice and easy. Money, please go. So I flew the green just barely. It's so crazy. Like, I think the wind helped it go that far, but such a crazy game. It's like I felt like I put no muscle on that swing. You just focus on hitting a solid, easy swing, center of the club face, and it's gonna go so much farther than if you try to smack it, you know? That was locked in on the pin the second it came off the club. 60 degrees, just my best friend. I'm gonna ride that wave. I need to not get a bogey on this hole. That's my only goal. It's par 5, downwind, super far. I have this tendency to bogey the second I birdie. So I need to take advantage of that lucky chip in, hit a good one. Go wind, go! It's an actual par 5. It's not what I think is a par 5 and will be a par 4. It's a par 5. I'm feeling so insecure with my 3-wood, but I'm gonna just try to hit it nice and easy. Try to get under the ball. Again, I don't care how far it is, because as long as it goes even 200 yards, I'm gonna have a great approach shot onto the green. That's what we've been looking for. We've got 60 yards left. Nothing but a nice, easy 60-degree wedge. Go, go. Does not get closer than this to getting on the green, so let's get there. These rounds never really end how you expect it, but somehow I'm at 2 over, and now I'm like finally warmed up and I'm 8 holes in. So feeling good overall, but hole number 8, we've got a par 3, about 140 yards. Playing a little bit into the wind, got a raised green, so I just need to make sure to carry it. The wind took it a little bit. Nice, I think we're pin high. I hit my 8-iron. And I hit just under full, so I probably hit that, you know, 145, 148. So yeah, I'm like still hitting about 10, 15 yards less than a good shot in Utah, but I'm like finally starting to dial in the distances a little bit. Sit. Love a par on a par 3, man. We've got hole number 9, 313 yards uphill. Handicap 11 though, so I think I should be able to get a par here. Keep cutting a little bit. I think I figured something out with my drives. All I did was change where my feet were. I narrowed my stance and then I kind of staggered my feet a little differently, because that drive went 250. Something worked out today. Okay, we've got 100 yards to the pin, about a 73-yard carry over the bunker. I'm gonna hit my 56 and just hit that 100-yard shot. Stop cutting. I think we're on the green. Felt pretty good. I pushed it just a smidge, but I mean, look at that. We've got like 15, 20 feet. Oh, buddy, come on, man. There we go. Okay, ended with a par. We ended the round at the goal of 2 over, so I maintained that handicap score. It was a super fun round. Rancho del Sol in Moreno Valley, California. You just give yourself a little prep time, look at your GPS, look at each hole. Just focus on your game, shot by shot. Don't play too aggressive, don't hit too hard. Nice and easy is the name of the game. So, all right guys, we made it to the end. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe so I can make more of these golf videos in the future. See you next time.